After 3 years as a knight guarding the fortress of Z, I had grown not complacent, but let's just say I was cutting corners, and well aware of it. Eating a meal, for example. To take my helmet off, I had to take my bracers and gloves off first. Drills and even fortress breaches occurred without warning, and therefore delayed my tiny amount of allotted break time. Therefore, I had recently started cramming cured meat and hunks of bread inside the helmet so I could gnaw away whenever it suited me, hands-free no less. And before you ask, no, I didn't have a helmet with a visor. Those were only for the elite guard. Hinges cost gold. A side effect which I had come to accept was that on the rare times we had to leave to go into town and spread our seed among the whorehouses, I could no longer visit the same establishment as my brother knights. Stinking of meat and usually with red, oily marks all over my face, only the lowest grade wenches would take my coin. Total darkness.
Only finish from a distance.
Your slow night skin touches mine, I'll chomp your dick off. Frankly, as long as I ended up jizzing, it didn't matter what you said to me. This was the way my mind had started to work. So, on a very slow Tuesday afternoon, I had finished licking the crumbs off my helmet and needed to take a big piss. I figured if I stood out on the battlements in the rain, I could just slash hard and it would drain out on my left shin guard. I couldn't possibly smell much worse than I currently do, and everyone already called me horrible names to my face as it was. Gilly Wetfoot, Stank Tank, Piss Boy Motherfucker. Maybe next time I would just start slashing right in front of him, but one step at a time. I marched up the west outer stairwell with an extra spring in my step. This could revolutionize my spare time. This was the final streamlining a human could undertake, besides laying a dump inside my metal pants, which, TBH, wasn't out of the scope at this point. Up out in the fresh, wet wind, I made some hot, fresh, wet wind of my own, with my hands on my hips, and cried up to the heavens. Glory! Glory to me! And to Z! And to we! But something was wrong. The urine wasn't draining. It stayed in my leg and sloshed around. And when the alarm sounded, I was forced to stand in line with my fellow men for an address from the captain. Z was to give us a personal briefing. We all bent down on one knee as the small blue tyrant entered the room, and the sloshing sound was impossible not to notice. Z was disgusted, frankly. When the full extent of my laziness was revealed to him, my punishment was decided on the spot. And so I sit here in the weapons forge, waiting for the welder to seal me in for good.